Hello my friend, and how are you doing? And then I am planning to show you that how I can test and check that what is this my Toyota Corolla's 1.8 or 1.6 this dual VVT-i engines timing chain status. That how I can test that, do I need to replace that or is everything fine? And how I can test this my timing chain status in Toyota's dual VVT-i engine, and also this my information works in this Toyota Camry's 2.5 liter this dual VVT-i engine, what is very common in USA. And now this my car's engine is year model is 2008 to 2018 years engine is that one, and that means that this is brand new engine what we can get when we purchase new Toyota Corolla car in USA. And there are a couple of things what we need to check, that is this my timing okay or not, and then let's go to look that what is situation in here. Okay, and now when I am now checking and looking that what is this my timing belts status, I have to be first understanding that what are these my current engines, these timing locations. And now when I have this Toyota's dual VVT-i engine, there is easy rule that in Toyota use this marking in this crankshaft puller feel, and there is small dent in here where I have now made this yellow line, and also Toyota they have stamp in here numbers 10 and 0, and this 0 means that this line must be in same position like this 0, that they have been in same plane. And this is first rule, and for that job when I am planning to insert this my crankshaft feel in this position 0, I need 19 mm socket, 19 mm socket what fits in here, and then idea is that I rotate that my crankshaft feel in that direction in this way. And now when I rotate, idea is to insert firstly that line in here. And now I rotate that a little bit too much, and now I am more carefully, and now very carefully. Okay, good. And now it looks good, and then let's go to look that closer, that what it looks like, that what is this, and now we can see that these lines are in same phase, and this is number 1, this setting point. Okay, good. And now we have made this first setup, and then second setup is that we have to insert this cylinder number 1. This is like timing chain, and cylinder number 1 is this first hole in here. Then is second, third and fourth cylinders. And this is this cylinder number 1, and this piston and cylinder's piston must be in up position. And how I can know that this is in up position? It is so easy that I have to take this spark plug. Here is this Toyota's spark plug. It is Denso SC16HR11 spark plug, and this spark plug, when I have this socket, it is in here. Look, it is quite deep in here, and I have to only open and remove. I have to remove that spark plug, and then when I have take that spark plug away, I need some tool like that Bond Hughes. Look, made in USA. This ball T-handle and this 6mm, and this is really excellent tool for this piston measurement. And this piston measurement happens so that I insert this my striked metallic bar in their inner, and then also check also that we insert that line in directly through that hole. We can look in their inner. There is hole, and this part must go in directly in that hole. And there is possibility that I can insert that in wrongly. But we can notice now it's in there deeper, because in that position, when I have insert that, then I have to rotate again a little bit, one turn of this my crankshaft in that way, and then I have the same time when I rotate that, look, I have to control that what is movement of this my tool, this Bondahus. And we can, by the way, purchase this Bondahus in any car dealership center in USA, or then in internet when we only insert Bondahus made in USA and 6mm ball T-handle. And this is really useful testing tool. And now when I have insert that my tool, I have to now rotate this my crankshaft, and same time when I rotate that, I have to check that is this my that tool moving, because this is the key. And now when I move, and this my tool must come up, this means now it came up, and this is the thing, that this Bondahus part, it must be move, and then when it is moving up this direction, I have to stop this my movement in just in that position when this Bondahus is the most toppest, like in that one. Now it's like toppest in here, but of course in that my case this is toppest level, and then I do that again, and carefully when I move that up soon, now it came up, I have to then check that when it is in up position, that what is this my below crankshaft puller feels position in here, because that line must be in same time in here this gyro position, and this is this timing. And now we can see that I have a little bit rotated too much, but in that small amount I can little bit reverse carefully in that way. Okay, good. Now they are in same position, and we can also check that is this, yes, they looks good. Now we can see crankshaft is in position, and then in same time I have to check that what is this my Bondahus, that is this also up, because now when I move that my tool, this clicking means that this part is hitting against piston, and we can see that piston, and let's go to look that my piston next, and for that job I need some light like in that one, and let's go to look that can we see this piston, because it is interesting. And now of course I have to remove this my tool, and then when we look in here we can maybe see that piston in their inner array, if we are lucky. Maybe we can just in there is something movement. And now I rotate, by the way, I insert my light in here in that way, and in the same time I rotate a little bit this crankshaft, that maybe we can see something, or then, okay, now I move this my this tool, and can we see something? Now I move it. Maybe we can see something. Okay, but this is difficult. But anyway, this thing means that now this my engine is in this up position, and this part goes that way, and then I check that is my, okay, now these both positions are fine. This my tool piston is up, and also in that area these lines are in same plane. And now we have this first check is okay, and then second check is also in this up area is okay. And now I have two these timing chain test and this inspection test okay, and then how I can see that is this my timing chain now okay or bad, because now we have the final test, because there are two lines what must be in same position, and first line is in here up area, and for that purpose I have to take clean cotton cloth and I have to clean that where is this line, and then in here I have to be also one line, and this is third line should be in here. Let's go to look. Okay, and now there is none in here, and also in that area, in this area what is now this intake camshaft. This is like exhaust camshaft, and we can easily check that if this is black, this is like exhaust gases, and in that area these are clean because there is gasoline and air. And now I have to find the second point is not in here in this intake camshaft. It is not in here. It is just in that line 39 degree angle of that, and it means that there is this point in here, that in that line I have to be this line. And now when I check, there is this line is in here, one line is in here, this is the symbol, look, and in here there's no any lines in here. Okay, and what to do next? Okay, now there is situation that this my piston is in right position, but these valves, they are not in right position, and that means now that I have to now rotate one full rotation this my crankshaft in that way. Now I rotate, and then again I insert this yellow line in this position. Okay, now they are in position, a little bit more accurate, and we can look very closely that they are in. Okay, now they are that line and that line match, excellent. And then when this is okay, I go again to look in here that what is this my piston status. Is this up? Yes. Now it is, and that means that now piston is up. This is second test is okay, and crankshaft was in here down okay, and this is like first test okay, and then second test piston is up, and then we go to look this third test. Okay, look, and now there is line. Can you see? There is line in here. This is really true. And now this line came in here, and this is like exhaust camshafts, this timing line. And now it tells to us that this exhaust camshaft is in right position, because now we can use this solid marker what we can purchase in internet. This is excellent Japanese paint what marks anything like oily surface and all kind of frozen and wet things. There is this yellow line. Now I can mark in here that now this third thing is okay. Excellent. And then in here, this third thing, it goes in directly in that central area in here. Now there is line, look. And now when we look these lines in that line, and they are the same plane and same line, and that means that now this my exhaust camshaft timing is okay. And now we can think that this my timing chain is okay in here, and this is third timing chain checking points. And now I can think almost that now this my timing, it is not stretch, or then there is no any jump out. And what it means that if I have jump out in this my exhaust timing point, it means that in that position, if I have set up that this position in here in that way, and then this piston is up, and then when I look at this position, and if this is in next kind of position with what we look next, then we can think that there has been happened this jump on situation. Okay, and if we can see now that when this part is piston is up and then crankshaft is also in position, that now this line is in wrong position. Look, this situation means that now this my timing chain, it has been jump on one teeth. Look, now this line is in little bit wrong position when it should be in that line. And now we can see that, hey, now I have this situation that timing chain has been jump on one of these teeth. And this is bad situation, because now our cars, this engine is in wrong timing. And what this means, this our car's engine. Now this our engine's idle speed is maybe too high or too low, or then it rolls on up and down all time. And that kind of small timing error, one teeth, can make this difference. And of course, engine is not normal. It is like weak and not very powerful. It is like weak engine. And how we can replace that thing? It means that now if we have situation that our timing chain, it has been jump on one teeth, then we have to replace new timing chain and then new tensioner. Tensioner is in here, in that area, this part. And then maybe we need to also replace these teeth in here. That means that we have to replace this camshaft teeth, and it is a little bit bigger job. Okay, but that means that if we can see that, hey, now this my timing position is wrong, now we can think that now my timing chain, it has been jump up in one teeth, or then this timing chain is too stretch, and it is too this long. And this stretch can be also, now if I a little bit move that this timing. It can be also so small that it is at something like that. In this kind of amount of this thing, what is a couple of millimeters, this can come from that we have two stretch timing chain, and in that position it is possible that if we purchase new timing chain, then this fix is solved, that we only need new timing chain. And then we have to go a little bit forward, that we look at what is that another camshaft's right position. And let's go to look that next. Okay, and now when we are looking that is this our car's engine timing in right position, we have to do those these things. And now we have made actually, three those timing position check and inspection. And first one was that part, that these two lines, they are in same plane and same position. This is number one. And then second was that this my piston number one is in up, and third one is that these lines, those two yellow lines, what I have been made in here, that they are in same line, like in here. Now they are. Okay, and then this final and this fourth test is that, and this is interesting test, because this line in here, it must be just 39 degrees in that area. And it is quite difficult to analyze that is this really or not. And that's I take again this clean cotton cloth. And now this angle is that position versus that one, this central line. This area in here to here, it should be 29. And the starting point, if we have this angle 0, it is 10 in here, and there is this measurement point in that position. But now we have 0 angle, this position difference, but this area in 39 degree, it is in here we have small marking in here when we look in that area. In here, just in the bottom, there is small arrow. And next I take my pencil. Okay, and in here I have in pencil in here, and there is the small markings in here. And let's go to look at my marking, because this marking is this fourth markings, and this fourth markings tells to us that also this intake camshaft is in position, and now there is no any this timing chain jump on these teeth, or there is now no any extra this timing chain stretch, and this means that this our timing chain is not too stretched. And let's go to look these positions, because now there must be situation that this line, that line in here, what I use again is my painting. This is this intake camshaft, this timing mark. Now I remove this one extra, this my 0 point marking away, because this is this my marking, and this marking must fit in here. Look, there's a small line in their inner area. This very small in there, in this deep hole in there. And this means that now that line and that line, they are in same plane. And that means, and there is now looked at my dot, there is this marking in this teeth. And maybe we can look that, now we can see better that there is really marking. And this is interesting small. Good, and now this tells to me that these lines, this was like this fourth marking point, and now that tells to me that this engine's timing is okay, because that one first is okay, good. First one is okay, and then second was that piston 1 is in up. This was second, it is also okay, thumb up. And then this third test in here, it tells that this line is in same plane like in here. And this was this third test, and it is also okay, and thumbs up. And then this final one, this intake camshaft, that this timing is just in here, and they are also in same line. And this is this fourth test, and it is also thumb up. And the final conclusion is that in that my car timing chain is in excellent condition, and I can continue this driving. And this engine was this Toyota Corolla's Dual VVT-i engine, and this engine size is in that my case 1.6 liter, and this same design is also in this 1.8, and I believe that also in this Toyota Camry's 2.5 liter engine. And this is nice thing. And then if you check this situation in your car, then you have to only know that what are these timing marks. And we can get these timing marks when we have this car repair handbook or some service document. Okay, and see you in next movie, and then thumbs up, and if you like that video, and have a nice day to you.